I put it to you, Thomas, you are not doing anything at all. You have the duty to control the courts.
And that is exactly what I'm doing. Look, the area commander who is directly in charge of those officers is away on course at the police college. He's just rounding off now. When he gets back, everything will be okay.
I can't believe this. I can't believe you're saying this. The police are busy questioning everybody. And you're here telling me that we have to wait for one fool that went for police college exam.
I want to understand what you mean by questioning everybody.
Good. They questioned the lawyer, the mechanics, and now the probate officer. You always tell me that you are controlling these officers. Meanwhile, they are digging deeper and deeper. You're one useless man that is parading yourself as the mayor of the city and the chief security officer. That's all.
How dare you? How dare you? I am a senior government officer. You better watch what you say.
Okay. If you think you are not useless, you better wake up. You cannot convince me that you're not useless when you cannot even control the boys that are under you.
The problem I'm having with you is that you think they are my boys. Who told you that confirmed police officers are boys? No, they are men. Men who have been through their courses and have passed, then have been promoted to become officers of the law.
I cannot believe it, Thomas. Is that a way you are telling me that collecting money from me all this while is just for nothing?
Sit down. I said sit down. Sit down. You and I have come a long way. You should stop making statements that you regret later. I am handling the officers with care. You have to trust me. Trust me.
My friend, are you aware that I'm currently the officer in charge of the station?
I know you're the station officer, but I don't know why you're angry with me, sir.
You don't know why I'm angry with you. I'll tell you why I'm angry with you. I am angry with you because you are a disobedient officer. You keep flaunting my orders. If you don't take time, I'm going to make a report against you to the authorities.
Sir, why would you want to do that? Ferdinand and Mr. Gay are both police inspectors like you. Why are you asking me to make them look stupid, sir? It's just not fair.
Wow, so you are now the one to teach me this job, right? If you don't take time, I will destroy you in this station. And that is a promise.
I will never succumb to empty intimidation. Those two officers are better officers than you. I will never call them names.
It's actually part of my civic responsibilities to answer questions from the police whenever they come asking. So what do you want from me?
Madam, there's an investigation going on, and even though we know who you are, for the sake of this interview, can you tell us if you are the headmistress of Compact Nursery and Primary School?
Exactly, I am the headmistress of the school.
How long have you been the headmistress?
Since the inception of the school, I've been the headmistress.
Okay, with that, I can conclude, or we can conclude, that you were the headmistress as at Saturday, 29th January 2008. Am I correct?
On that very date, your school organized graduation ceremony for nursery pupils, and one Shifatuan donated 1 million naira to your school. Is that correct, Madam Felicia?
There was nothing like that in my school. There's nothing like that.
Now, ma'am, is there a possibility that we could go through the records to be sure of what you're saying?
Officers, I just can't be sure. It's my school and I know my school. There was nothing like graduation at that said date you mentioned now. Moreover, my school stopped graduation for the nursery pupils section over 6 years ago. So there could not be any graduation at that said year you mentioned.
Maybe I will say thank you for the information.
You're welcome. For record purposes, please, there was nothing like such donation in my school from anybody at all.
No donation?
No donation at all.
No graduation?
At all. There was nothing like that in my school that year.
Well, I invited you here because I now know that you are the best police officer I can rely on. You see, I have a task for you, and I know that you will deal with it with all the energy and resources at your command.
Well, thank you very much, Chief, for the compliments. But I must say that I'm disappointed. It took you this long to realize I'm a better police officer than those two.
I am sorry. But you must agree with me that the most important thing is the fact that I, the mayor of the City of Hope, I have given you a pass mark for your job as a police officer.
Thank you, Chief. What is the task you have for me?
It is a difficult one, but I have no doubt you will do it well. I want us to deal with Ferdinand and Gail.
It depends on what you want me to do. Ferdinand, you know, has a degree in criminal law. And dealing with such one, I must admit, will require a whole lot of technicalities, Chief. That is why I said you are a very good cop.
Why don't you arrange the technicalities, and then let us go ahead and deal with those buffoons.
Okay. We know that you stole the wrecked car that killed Chief. Why did you steal the car?
Officer, I don't know where you are getting your information from. I did not steal any car.
We have information that you made away with the car. Where is the car and why did you make away with the car?
Madam Madeleine gave me the car as a gift and I accepted it. Is there anything wrong with that?
Okay. Can you tell us exactly what you did for Madam Magdalene that made her give you that car as a gift, as you said?
I did not do anything for her. She only gave me the car as a gift from her heart and I accepted it. I don't say anything bad in accepting a gift.
I don't know why you're asking nonsense. Listening to you call yourself Okeke, I know exactly where you came from. Okeke. Now, Okeke, tell me, are you telling me to my face that you, Okeke, will accept the gift of a car that actually killed the husband of a woman from that very woman as a gift? You, Okeke?
Officer, why are you complicating issues now? I said the woman gave me the car as a gift, a free gift, and I accepted it.
Okay, I put it to you that you aided Madam Magdalene in killing her husband. That is why she gave you that car.
I did not aid anybody to kill anybody. As you can see, I'm just a poor mechanic struggling to survive.
You never struggle. Your struggle is about to begin.
Are you not the very one that appeared from nowhere when the accident happened and you helped to take them to the hospital?
I only helped them, but I saw that they are in danger. I don't know what you mean by appearing from anywhere. What is wrong in helping somebody in danger?
Okay, I want to put it to you again. That you were driving in a different car. You were trailing them. And once the accident happened, you killed her husband. And when you realized the Wonder driver saw you kill him, you went to the hospital and you killed the driver that night. And that is why Magdalene gave you the car, because of your assistance. True or false?
Officer, I still don't know what you are talking about.
You see, even when you're making every effort to cover the truth is coming out because your face betrays you. All the lies you are saying, they are written on your face. Now, okay, listen to me. We can remove you from this case. We can expunge your name completely and face the real criminal. But you have to open up to us tell us the truth that we need, which you know. Where is that car now as we speak? Where is the car? You. Okay.
We have butchered it.
Where did you butcher the car?
We butchered it where we used to butcher others.
Can you mention 4 people that witnessed that event?
I was thinking you were smart and intelligent. You disappointed me completely. How dare you open your mouth up to them?
But they said you confessed to them that you were not in a coma. I mean, they have facts.
Shut your mouth! Don't you know police investigators are cunning people? They just use an old police trick on you and you went singing like a bird.
Madam, you've ruined me. You have ruined me. Now they know everything. Eh? They have the chronicle of all your activities. Even the hospital board may blacklist my hospital, and that will be the end of my practice. You have ruined me, madam.
Those officers, I am handling them. And that case, if you would be told, will be buried forever.
Are you sure, madam? Are you sure? Look, one thing you don't even know is the volume of information at their disposal.
Now you go home and relax. A man inside a locked cage cannot do anything to me. Nothing. Nothing at all. Go home and relax.
Why are you guys doing this to yourselves? You know you cannot afford to join issues with the mayor. I hate to see fellow senior officers wasting away in the cell like this. Why don't you guys just drop this case and have him release you?
Yakubu, are you here on your own? Or were you sent by the mayor?
Come on guys, give me some credit. The mayor cannot send me. Of course I'm here on my own and you know it.
Then you ought to know that good officers don't mingle with enemies of the state.
And who do you refer to as an enemy of the state, myself or the mayor?
Even as you stand there, Yakubu, asking that question, you know the answer yourself. You know the enemies of the state. But I tell you one thing, we are not going to drop this case because we have stumbled on the evidence we need. Very soon, many of the fools who are parading themselves about as government officers will find their way into detention facilities. Many of these animals who rig themselves into offices and they are holding everybody down, they are destroying the land. I know they sent you. I don't have time for them. Just go and tell them that we are determined to continue with this case. There is no going back.
You see guys, you are the ones behind bar. An officer behind bar cannot put anybody in a cell. You know that.
I don't even know why I'm even talking to you. You are the compromised officer. So I don't even know why you are still calling yourself an officer when you have been compromised. Just go back to those that sent you and tell them that we are here. We are going to be very decisive, very resolute.
Look, you know I'm just being a concerned colleague here.
Why are you calling yourself a good colleague? You are a fool. A couple is a fool. Why are you even talking to this man? Just go to those that sent you, please. Anthony, we have evidence now to prove that it was your stepmother, Madam Magdalene. She was the one that planned the death of your father. We can prove it now.
But, officer, why are you being detained?
Are you telling me that you didn't listen to that fool that just left here? The one they call Inspector Yakubu, who has become an affiliate of the politician that is destroying this city? He's a fool. We are here by the orders of the mayor because the mayor wants to weaken our spirits. We have refused to be weakened. Look, there is something we found out. Don't be offended. Don't take it personal. The mayor, Mr. Thomas, is dating your stepmother, Madam Magdalene. But don't be offended. Don't take it, but something we found out. We have evidence, you know.
Officer, you don't have to be sorry about your suspicion. That woman is useless. She has so many boyfriends, and one of them is actually my friend. I know her. She's a disgrace.
You know, there are going to be pressures coming from different places, different quarters, different offices. They will want you to change your statement. You know, as we are now inside this place, they can easily move you to the counter and ask you to change your statement. Do not ever accept to change your statement. Remain on what you wrote already. Even if they ask you to write again, write exactly what you wrote before. Before they brought us here, we were closing in on a lot of people who were involved in this dastardly act. Do not ever change your statement.
All right, officer. But now that you guys are here, you know, you're being detained, how will you continue?
Very simple. We are police officers, confirmed police inspectors. They know that we know what they know. They cannot keep us here more than 24 hours. They must release us. And when we go out, we shall continue from where we stopped. There are many people involved in this case. And the law must catch up on all of them. All of them. The mayor of the city of hope. City of nonsense hope. Things that follow, so follow. My life is turned down. This injustice is tearing my heart.
Okay. Are you missing your way or what?
Okay, then I can't miss my way to come to you. I've just come to see you.
To see me?
True.
You mean after killing my friend who was helping in paying my son's school fees, you have the audacity to come to my house and say you want to see me?
Okay, then why are you so hard on me? How could you say I killed my beloved husband? You and I know I can't do such a thing. Please, can we go inside?
This place. You cannot enter this place. You cannot enter this place. If there is anything you want to discuss it here and now. You can't enter my house.
Tell me that you still bear animosity against me.
Animosity? I don't even know what you mean by animosity. For all I know, you cannot enter this place and discuss with me. It's not possible. So the best thing for you to do is go back to wherever you are coming from.
Oga Daniel, I can never discuss anything outside here. I can never at all. You must know that certain matters must not be treated with levity.
Levity? What do you mean by? I don't know what you mean by levity. I have told you, and I want to repeat it, that you are not entering here. You can start going. Look.
This is a matter of life and...
Don't even try to touch me again. Let me tell you, don't try to touch me again. If those people that sent you, go and tell them that you didn't see me. The evil that men or women do lives with them. Do you understand? So there is nothing I have with you. Go and tell those people who sent you that you did not see me.
Okay, Daniel, why do you know all these things? Please let me talk to you.
Me?
I beg you, sir, please.
Come and leave me.
No, Daniel, please, it's a matter of life and death. Please, sir, please.
My life is turned around. This injustice is tearing me apart. Oh my
Jacobo.
Yes, sir.
You want me to be honest with you? You're not making sense to me.
Honestly, Chief, I think you should release those two inspectors from detention. I had a long talk with them yesterday, and I can tell of a truth that they're making some lethal plans.
What do you mean, lethal plans? These ordinary officers who refuse to obey the order of the mayor of the city of Hope, they will rot in that cell. I promise you. They will.
I'm sorry, Chief, but you cannot afford to let those two rot in detention. Inspector Ferdinand I know very well. Yesterday he was raising some very technical issues. And I know he's very good with the law of evidence. As it is right now, they already tagged us enemies of the state. And sir, I cannot afford to be dismissed from the force.
There's only one reason for releasing you. And that reason is best known to me. But what I will say to you is this: never flout my orders. Otherwise, you will compel me to take your names to the police disciplinary panel. And you know that you'll be disciplined. And as the chief security officer of the City of Hope, I can influence the panel to dismiss you.
Can I ask you one question, sir?
You want to ask me a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is it?
Are you dating Madam Magdalene?
What? Is it me? You are asking such a stupid question.
I'm very sorry, sir, but we have reasons to believe that you have something to hide. As a senior governmental official as you are, we don't understand why you are shielding a woman that killed her own husband.
Now you shut up and get out before I change my mind and send you back into the cell.
We are sorry, sir, but we are telling you the truth. We have enough evidence to prove that the lady killed her husband. We can prove it, sir.
You do not leave right now. You will both regret your lives.
Are you speaking on your own or you're sent by others?
Madam, I do not know those you refer to as others, but I will have you know that I'm here on my own.
Do you know what it means to have a son who is out to kill you? He wants me dead. I will never release him.
That young man in our custody is not there because you ordered so. He is there on the orders of the mayor. And I can assure you that very soon he will be forced to release him.
What are you talking about? Who will force him to do that?
You see, Ferdinand and Gil are not friendly officers like myself. They are closing in on this matter very soon, big time.
Do you know you're talking about two idiots that call themselves police officers that we brought in cell? Now tell me, what can they do from cell?
For your information, they have been released.
What? Who released them? And where are they?
You should realize by now that those two are police inspectors and cannot be kept in a cell for more than 24 hours over a nonsense, trivial matter like this. The mayor knows his limitations and he has released them.
Okay. You see, no matter how long it takes for the truth to come out, the truth always comes out. Now, I want to urge you in this case, do not lie to us. To an extent, we know what is happening. Tell us the truth.
I've told you the truth. I'm not lying to you. I have said the truth, at least the truth that I know.
Okay. According to your words, you butchered the car. I'm not too sure what that means, but I know you're lying. Where is the wrecked car?
As you can see, and I've said before, I am only a poor mechanic laboring every day under the sun. I don't know what else you want from me.
Okay. Do you still remember what I told you the last time we came here? I told you that your struggle was about to start. Today now you are telling me that you are a poor mechanic, laboring under the sun. Listen to me, okay? As you're standing here now, you are on the verge of going to jail. But you can help yourself by telling us the truth. Because this case has already surrounded your neck completely. But we can remove you from the case. You are going to be a credible witness for us so that we can leave you alone and face the principal suspect. Tell us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Where is that car now as we speak? That wrecked car. Where is the car as we speak now?
I did not push out the car. I took the car to the forest, down inside the forest, and I burned the car as was instructed. I left the remains of the car there.
Okay. Can you tell us the name of this person who instructed you to take the car to the forest? Set the car ablaze there in the forest and leave the remains there. Who gave you that instruction?
Madam Madeleine gave me the instruction that I should go and burn the car. And let me put this clearly to you. I did not kill Chief Atwon and the wounded man. She killed her husband and the wounded man herself.
Okay. Can you put this down in writing? Because that is the only way you can help us help you.
If you promise not to put me in jail, I will. I can even write it today. Like you rightly said, I was at the scene of the accident, but I was not the one that killed Chief and the wounded man. Madam Madeleine did that herself.
You see, I sent for both of you because that woman came here some days back and said she wanted us to talk. That evil woman.
What did she say?
She said she wanted us to go inside and talk, and I didn't want to allow her into my house. So she left.
Mr. Daniel, I think that was a very bad move because you should have allowed her in the house and have a conversation with her. Every information is vital to this investigation.
A man that is surrounded by enemies will guard himself all the time. See, there is no amount of money you will give me to make me sit down with that evil woman and discuss. No, she is evil. Can't you understand? She is evil.
Now, Mr. Daniel, do you have a rough idea of the very topic she wanted to discuss with you?
How can I have an idea of what she has in mind? I don't have any idea. I say I never allowed her to come closer to me. She left. I don't know where I can have knowledge of what she had in mind.
She just left?
Yes.
Barrister Afion, I don't know why you said I should relax. That the useless officers won't be able to do anything. Now tell me, what makes you think they won't be able to do anything?
They can't do anything first because they don't have evidence. In law, what we require is evidence. The officers are just speculating, and that is not tenable in law.
I am not wholly comfortable with what you are telling me. I was made to understand that we're dealing with smart and intelligent officers. I don't know what you mean by speculations. Mind you, they are questioning the right people. Yes. Yes, come in, the door is open.
Good day, madam. I am Inspector Ferdinand, and that's my colleague, Inspector Gill. I'm sure you've heard about us.
What are you doing in my house? For goodness sake, today is public holiday.
We are just doing our job. We want to ask you a few questions.
You came to my house to question me on a public holiday? Is that professional?
Madam Magdalene, there is no need to fret. It's even ideal that your lawyer is here so he can witness what is happening now. You know about the investigation going on concerning the accident you had. We just want to clarify a few things. On your return from Enugu, on that very day, when you had the accident, you were coming from a graduation ceremony of Compact Nursery and Primary School. Was that the day you had the accident? Was that the day your husband died?
That's very correct.
The date specifically was the 29th day of January 2008. Is that correct, Madam Magdalene?
That same is very correct.
Now, how would you react if I tell you that there was nothing like graduation in that school on the date you just accepted?
You cannot be serious. How could you say anything like that?
Because graduation of that school was long abolished.
Long before you took your husband there for that very graduation ceremony. Madam.
I don't know who is telling you all this rubbish.
Madam, you don't call it rubbish. Because it was your very specific instruction to Mr. Keke the mechanic that he should set the car ablaze and dump Sam in the bush. Is that correct, Madam Magdalene?
Well, gentlemen officers, I think you are embarrassing my client, and I want that to stop.
Mr. Ifyong, it would interest you, and especially you, madam, that vehicle has been recovered and presently is in our forensic department undergoing test.
I don't know what you are talking about. I did not give anybody any instruction. Or are you going to tell me, or did you see me giving any mechanic any instruction?
Madam, well, we don't need to see you give the instruction before we know you gave that instruction. Now, I'll tell you something. Go to all the liars of all ages and verify, and they will tell you that liars need lies to cover lies. And they need to keep inventing new line of lies to suppress existing lies. But I tell you something here and now. A time must always come when the truth will force itself to come out.
Have a good day.
Out! Out! We have a very big problem. And we have to know how we're going to solve it.
There is only one reason I am talking to you now, and that is because of God in heaven. Thomas, who now parades himself as the mayor of City of Hope, is my brother, like you already know. But among all the fools born by women, he is the biggest.
I'm sorry, Mr. Benjamin, but I have to remind you immediately that you are making reference to a senior government officer. You can't call him a fool, sir.
He's my brother, and I can refer to him as anything. Even if he comes here now, I'll still call him a fool to his face. I can't do anything. That bastard got married and invited me to come to where he was living at Akure. Do you know why he called me? He told me that he invited me so that he can officially tell me that as a married man, he was no longer responsible for any of our training of any of us, that he was only going to train his wife, that we will, try and fend for ourselves.
You mean he invited you to Akure just to tell you that?
I'm not kidding. Our father was dead by then, and I was in the secondary school. Now, if he wasn't a fool, he would have known that a young man of my age then needed help and care. He gave me only 25 naira to transport myself back from Akure. I spent 40 naira transporting myself to Akure.
That was callous. I must admit, that was very, very callous on his part.
He's still alive. You can go and confirm from him. I had to humble myself and did me near job for 3 days under harsh Harmattan weather before I could save enough money to transport myself back to Ketu.
So do you see him as an enemy?
Let's forget about that event. It's all history. It's past. But he did one thing that I call good in his life. I call it good because if I were in his shoes, I would have done the same.
So what did he do?
You know what, Mercy?
Alright.
Should I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
It's one experience I've longed for years to have.
Wow. Why are you not excited? Are you excited because you got me so cheap?
Mercy, that's where you go wrong. See, let's forget about the specific of who got who. The most important thing is that you know how we started and how we ended up here. Come on, baby.
So, may I know why you're so excited? Did I give it to you the way no other woman has ever given it to you?
Really want to know?
Yes.
I'm excited because for the very first time in my life, I'm sleeping with a married woman on her matrimonial bed. No, that's a wonderful achievement, you know.
No. Come on, Leo. You're making me regret this. I mean, I'm feeling guilty.
Come on, you don't have to regret anything. See, let me just tell you, the most important thing here is that what we both feel for each other will grow. Can you read my lips? I love you.
He caught the intruder right on his matrimonial bed with the wife and killed the bastard, butchered him into pieces and flushed him down the toilet. I'm sorry, officers, but that was the only reason I believe he's still my brother.
I'm sorry, Mr. Benjamin. What your brother did was murder. Why didn't you report to the police?
I sincerely didn't see it as murder. But in a society where serious murders are not resolved, do you think I waste my time with the suicide mission of a fool?
Did you hear that?
Well, Mr. Benjamin, I think you are even complicating things. It definitely wasn't suicide. Your brother committed murder, and he shouldn't have taken the law into his hands. Shouldn't have.
I don't agree with you. No. Any man that must defile another man's wife should go to a hotel and pay for a room. But any man that goes into another man's wife right on her matrimonial bed deserves nothing but death. And killing of that fool was the very best thing that my brother Thomas ever did. I'm sorry, officers.
I'm so surprised. Well, thank you anyway for the information. Thank you so much.
Officers that are supposed to be in detention have recovered the car. And they equally knew there was no graduation. You call yourself a mayor.
I'm sorry for the development. Those two officers considered them dead. Yes. I instructed them to discontinue the investigation, but they refused. Oh, I am going to get some hired killers to destroy them. Yeah.
Thomas, where do you want to hire assassins? Why don't you kill them yourself?
There are things that happen in government that you would not understand because you've never worked in government. But I promise you that they will be wiped out. Their entire generation will be wiped out. You take my word on that.
It's okay. Thanks.
Who are you? Who are you? I said, how dare you barge into this room? Explain yourselves.
We have an order for your arrest. Sir.
You have an order for my arrest.
Read the order, sir.
What? What's all this nonsense about? Huh? What's all this nonsense about?
We have an echo from your past.
What the hell is he talking about?
So way back in Akure, you killed a young man. A young man you met sleeping with your wife. That young man came from a family where they have senior advocates. Suddenly, you are up against the law, sir. The law wants to know what became of that young man. You are under arrest for murder, sir.
How did you find out?
The evil that men do lives with them. You can suppress justice for some time, but not all the time, sir. Can we leave?
Things are falling so far apart. Like I'm losing out. My life is turned down. This injustice is tearing my heart.
You have the permission to take your phone.
You let us go all out because you are shooting a woman. Shall we go, sir?
Injustice is tearing my heart. Oh my God, come, put me through the fire. If only things were different again. If only I could take my possession. I have a mind of turning.
This reminds me of the nightlife in Port Harcourt before the war. You are right. You are right.
I said enjoy yourself. What are you doing here? And by the way, who released you from custody? If I may ask you.
Just because you wanted to inherit this property and inherit everything and live a useless life, you killed my father.
I beg your pardon. Did I just hear what he said? Oh, so you are the idiot that released this beast that I detained.
Madam Magdalene, or whatever you call yourself, be very, very careful with how you open your gutter. Very, very careful.
And what can you do? Go ahead and enjoy yourself.
Thank God. You are all arrested. Now it is so perfect that your number is complete. Your lot are all here. Arrest them, officers.
Officer, I thought you have an understanding.
Somebody shut up. Tell me what is happening.
Shut up. You people have to I'm a law officer. I have to tell my lawyer. You are surrounded by liars. Don't handle me. I'm a civilized society. Come. You don't do this in a civilized society. Move. Madam, move. Don't push me. Move. Then you push yourself. Push yourself, idiot.
The truth is green in color. Some say it is evergreen. But no matter what you do, you cannot cover the truth forever.
Things are falling so far apart, like I'm losing now. My life is turned down. This injustice is tearing my heart. Oh my God, come, put me through this fight. Things are falling so far apart, like I'm losing now. My life is turned